Living in the end is not an idea. It is the law behind creation. It is the hidden code behind answered prayers, fulfilled visions, and sudden miracles. To live in the end means to embody the state of the wish fulfilled, to become the one who already has what they desire. As Jesus said in Mark 11:24, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it and it will be yours. Vedanta echoes this timeless truth, Yadbhavam Tadbhavati. As your inner state, so your outer world. Living in the end is not about faking it is about faithing it. It's the divine act of remembering who you are before the world told you who to be. It's a spiritual shift, a sacred defiance against fear, doubt, and delay. In this video, you'll be guided through the art and the practice of living in the end, using the ancient wisdom of the Bible and Vedanta to rewrite the patterns of your life. Stay with me, because when your inner world changes, the outer must follow. What does it mean to live in the end? To live in the end is not wishful thinking. It is not pretending. It is entering into the vibration of the answer before the question is even asked. Jesus said, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it and it will be yours. Mark 11:24. Vedanta puts it simply, you are not the seeker, you are the sought. Living in the end means to feel the reality of your desire as if it were already done. To think, speak, and walk in the world as the version of you who already has the love, the healing, the breakthrough. Imagine the feeling of waking up next to your soulmate, of receiving that long-awaited call, of walking into your new home. What clothes are you wearing? What thoughts fill your morning? How do you walk? This is not fantasy. This is divine rehearsal. When you shift internally, the world eventually catches up. But never forget, the shift happens first within. Most people are trapped in what they see. They measure truth by circumstances, forgetting that perception itself is colored by belief. Romans 12:2 says, be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Not your job, not your bank account, your mind. The Upanishads say, man becomes what he thinks about all day long. This is echoed in every sacred tradition. The reason people struggle is because they wait for evidence to believe. But living in the end means believing before seeing. It means training the soul to dwell in invisible certainty. Faith is not passive. Faith is a state, and every state has a tone, a language, and a feeling. When you embody the state of the one who already has what they desire, you collapse time. The energy field shifts. The resonance invites a new timeline. Shifting states through imagination. Neville Goddard said, imagination is God. And he was right. Genesis 1 tells us that God created the world with words, spoken from vision, not from matter, but from meaning. When you imagine with feeling, you create a magnetic field that draws your desire to you. Vedanta teaches, Sarvam Kalvidam Brahma. All this is the self. All this is consciousness. Imagination is your divine faculty. It's your prayer in pictures. When you imagine lovingly, faithfully, consistently, you reshape your destiny. Picture your future self at peace, loved, provided for, thriving. When your imagination becomes saturated with the feeling of fullness, life bends around your faith. Begin your day as your future self. Even before you get out of bed, speak as if it's already done. Thank God in advance. 2. Use scripture or mantra to anchor your state. It is done unto me as I believe. Matthew 9:29. Aham Brahmasmi, I am divine. 3rd, walk in the world as the one who already has it. Notice how they would speak, move, respond. Move with quiet assurance. Move with inner royalty. 4. Revise your day each night. If something felt off, close your eyes and mentally replay it as you wish it had gone. Imprint the better story. Redeem the moment. 5. Surround yourself with aligned energy, words, music, people, scriptures. Let your environment be a mirror of your end. This is not delusion. This is devotion to your divine reality. This is walking by faith, not sight. When doubt creeps in, 50-57. Doubt is not a failure of faith. It is the forge where faith is made unshakable. James 1:6 warns, But when you ask, you must believe and not doubt, because the one who doubts is like a wave of the sea, blown and tossed by the wind. In Vedantic thought, the mind is considered Maya, illusion. It pulls you away from truth and tries to bind you to appearances. When doubt whispers, return to silence, to breath, to scripture, to self. Speak aloud, I walk by faith, not by sight. 2 Corinthians 5:7. Even now it is unfolding. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Psalm 23:1. Sit with the feeling of trust, even if the world looks unchanged. Know this, the delay you perceive is not denial, it is divine arrangement. Every great prophet, sage, and seer walked through valleys of uncertainty. What made them holy was not their immunity to doubt, but their response to it. Vedanta reveals a hidden truth. Your essential self, the Atman, is untouched by fear, untainted by failure, and ever complete. When you remember this, you rise above the storm. As the Chandogya Upanishad says, Tat Tvam Asi, that thou art. You are not the one who doubts. You are the one who observes the doubt and remains whole. Return to the altar of your heart. Light the candle of remembrance. Declare, even with trembling lips, it is done. And it will be done. You are not becoming. You are. You are not waiting. You are remembering. As within, so without. As above, so below. Choose this day whom you will serve, fear or faith. I invite you now as you leave this video to walk as if it is already done. Speak, move, and breathe from the place of completion, because it is finished. If this message stirred something in you, don't keep it to yourself. Like, share, and comment below, I live in the end. And subscribe for more videos that activate the power already inside you. Until next time, remember, you don't manifest what you want, you manifest who you are. Be the end, live the end.